And now another chapter in the story of these United States. This is Seth Doane. They're among the most memorable images of the 20th century, Americans celebrating the end of World War II in 1945. And they had good reason. More than 60 million people had been killed in the 7 years since Germany had invaded Poland. But while Americans were rejoicing, much of Europe lay in ruins. Food supplies were running thin, and communism was on the march. In 1947, Harry Truman's Secretary of State, George C. Marshall, delivered a speech that changed the trajectory of the post-war world.
It is logical that the United States should do whatever it is able to do to assist in the return of normal economic health in the world, without which there can be no political stability and no assured peace.
Rather than retreat into isolationism, he argued, the United States should help its European allies and enemies rebuild. Over the next 4 years, the U.S. sent more than $13 billion to 16 European nations. That's the equivalent of around $180 billion today. It's what came to be known as the Marshall Plan. The impact was stunning. Factories roared back to life, food supplies stabilized, and living standards rose sharply. But some nations were convinced not to accept an American handout.
The communist nations turned the offer down, and with it, an opportunity to participate in the recovery which was to become the European miracle.
That miracle helped create markets for U.S. exports, laying the groundwork for an economic boom back at home, which doubled the size of the U.S. economy by 1960. Truman would later say of the Marshall Plan that it marked the dividing line between the old era of national suspicion and economic hostility and a new era of cooperation between nations. And the countries that received U.S. aid after World War II have indeed enjoyed 80 years of peace and remain among America's closest allies and trading partners, at least for now.